Hello and welcome to We Got a podcast about Dragon Ball from A to Z, from Earth to Namek to Sadala. We're covering it all. My name is Randy.
And I'm Doug.
And I'm so spunky, Ken.
That is wonderful to hear. We are the world's strongest under the heavens trio de dangers here every other week to talk your ear off about fights, goofs, and everything else in the Dragon Ball cosmos. We're going to do some more garlic, but I have to have that age-old question asked and answered, hopefully. Doug, what's new?
What if I just don't answer you this time? I just say, screw you, Randy. Get off my case. Mind your own. So today was an awesome day because I just got the final SH Figuarts I needed. Not final, but final minus the exclusives. But these Zamasu, I finally got them. And looks amazing, just as I've always wished he did. As some of you may know, this is like an American exclusive SH Figuart. So it's really hard to come by. And now the aftermarket price is like 200 plus. You'd be lucky to find him at 150. Fortunately...
He's especially hard to come by because he's the first premium Bandai US release, and he is US exclusive.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a little news to me because I'm like, what is the deal with this? And why is it so expensive? Why is it so rare? And because they don't have them in Japan, my go-to is always to get figures cheaper in Japan. But yeah, I had to resort to American. Luckily, my guy Chris Collects on Instagram, he has a store, and also I hit him up and he gave me a good deal for this. I got like $120 for it, brand new, sealed in the brown shipper box. So I couldn't be happier. Now the only SH Figuarts I'm missing are the event exclusive Ultimate Gohan, event exclusive Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and the elusive Mexican Goku. The ones that is at least $2,000 right now. So still have some hunting to do. But
what is that in pesos though?
Yeah,
pesos. I don't know. You gotta have a lot of patience with those pesos. I don't know.
That's good. Anything else other than your coveted Zamasu finally
I'm really close to beating Claire Obscure 33. Having awesome. I'm in this. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just in the section of like side questing for right now. The one thing is I probably like a personal thing. I just wish there was more like check marks of like, oh, you've completed this area. Like while you're in like the overworld map, I just wish like, oh, so I don't need to go to this spot anymore or this spot anymore or whatever. But now I'm like, did I finish everything or like? Not that I did finish everything. There's a lot of scary areas I'm still scared of. Like I'm playing the game, having a good time. Like I was like, oh man, this battle was super hard, and like I got to use all my character's moves. And then after I'm done that, I watched Maximilian like see what he did. He's like doing million damage. I'm like, I'm barely cracking like 30. What am I doing differently? How does he have so much lumen and we're the same level? I don't know, but still having a good time. Still getting there. Might have it done by the Keeleys. When is the Keeleys, by the way?
December 11th.
Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'd better crack on that. And I got a week in my time, week and a half, depending on stuff. But yeah, might have it done by then.
Gosh, that's exciting. Soon we'll all have it done, and that's gonna be a good time. We might have to do a bonus episode. I'm just gonna say it. That might have to happen.
Spoiler cast.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ken, now I got to hear what's new with you.
Imagine a world where Dragon Ball doesn't exist.
Oh, I don't like this.
All this stuff behind me. It's empty. My wallets are full.
In a world where Dragon Ball doesn't exist, and I don't become a scholar of Dragon Ball, if you will, I'm a scholar of the Vince Gilligan Breaking Bad Better Call Saul universe. And that is like a beautiful world to me, and I love it every bit as much as Dragon Ball. So I could do a podcast about those shows as well. I bring this up to say I'm watching Pluribus, which is the new Vince Gilligan show on Apple TV. They dropped the plus, so it's just Apple TV now, I think.
Oh, really?
Man, what a fantastic show. It is extremely... I went in as cold as you could. I didn't watch... the only thing I ever saw was the very first initial teaser with the lady licking the donut. And then it was after that, I didn't know the context for that. I didn't look up anything, didn't read anything. And I went into that first episode not having any idea what was going to happen. And my mind was blown. It continues to be blown every episode. The amount of creativity that has gone into this and is exploring every angle of it. And I am being super vague here because Doug is watching it. He's an episode behind me.
Yeah.
Randy has not started it yet, but I would love for him to. And I don't want to just give it. I don't want to give it away. I think it's really best if you don't know what's going on going into the show.
Because I was in the same boat as you, Ken. I had no idea. I think you just caught me at the right time where you like recommended the show. I was on my couch just sitting there, and then Randy had uploaded it on his Plex. I'm like, yeah, let's give it a watch. I'm awake right now. Let's try it out. It passed the Breaking Bad test in flying colors. Like I think by 10 minutes in, I was like already like I'm in. I think like now I know what you meant by like wanting like well, Randy doesn't even like Breaking Bad, so it wouldn't pass the Breaking Bad test for him. But I loved it.
For Randy, it might be the Pluribus test. We don't know. He could walk away from it.
I mean, Vince Gilligan, like it's just like execution of the show too. It's like just so well done, and so the pacing is like super well paced. I love it.
So Randy, the selling point for this, and truly for all of these shows, is that the characters act in a very logical way that makes sense for their character. And so it's like one choice begets another, begets another, begets another. And it's not just like a random string of things happening. Every choice matters. And that's what makes them so great. What makes them so rich.
It's very grounded too. Like things like, oh, this is what a person would do in this situation. It's a lot of that.
Okay, well, we'll see. I will have some free time during the Christmas and New Year's holidays where I have some time off, and my husband Andrew is going to be out of the state visiting some family, so I will just be home alone for a good few days.
Yeah, you got some time. Like all I can say is at least finish one episode fully. Don't like be like 10 minutes in, like, nah, it's not for me. Nah, like finish the whole first episode.
I can do that. That's easy
not that
enough.
you do that. I'm just saying, like, for anyone out there that wants to check out that show, give the full episode to watch.
That's fair. I like that. Cool.
And then by the time this episode comes out, hey, I've been playing Metroid Prime 4. It's probably great. I don't know. It'll be out for us as we record in 2 days, but it won't. I don't know. Hopefully I like it. Hopefully it's great.
Yeah,
dude, that spider boss in level 3, wasn't he awesome? Future Ken.
I'm hearing that this game is like Ocarina of Time, so there might be a spider boss. I don't know.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I was just spitballing out of my ass.
Who knows?
That's impressive.
Like a spider.
Whoa, very, very good. Yeah, I watched the Digital Foundry review for that today, so now I'm like, oh, I'm interested. I'm probably not going to play it this week or anything, but I'm like, all right, maybe it won't be bad.
Yeah. Well, Randy, what are you spitballing out of your butt this week or last week?
Oh, that's a great question. So I'm just going to run through some games that I did real quick. I finished Pokemon ZA in that I got credits to roll. There's a bunch of post-game stuff, and I worked on a little bit of that today. Other than that, I decided to finally jump into playing Majora's Mask 3D edition, and that's going pretty good. No, I mean, I've tried to get through it many times, and this time is, of course, like all other times, the time I say, I'm going to beat it. This time is going to be the one.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do my best because kind of how it worked was I have a game in my childhood that I played a bunch and I super, super love, which was Lunar Silver Star Story. And Andrew recently played through it, and his game in his childhood that meant a lot to him was Majora's Mask. So the promise must be fulfilled. He played my childhood game. Now I have to play his. And so I have to do it. I have to do it by the end of the year. That's my goal. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that,
tight month.
Very tight. So I also picked up Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and fellas, it's good. It's a good game. I like it.
The new Mario Kart? The Mario Kart Destroyer?
Yeah, exactly. I've gone through a few Grand Prix, sometimes on my own, sometimes with Andrew playing a player 2. It's been good. It's been good. So,
no, what's this I hear about there being no voice acting?
Oh, I think for the DLC characters, they do not have voice acting, but I did not buy the season pass because the only ones I'm interested in are the Mega Man characters, and they are not out yet, and I will buy them on their own. So once they drop, I'll get those.
Do I have to pay money for Kasuga, or is he free?
Nope, he was free. I unlocked him after doing like one Grand Prix, I think. I got him and somebody else. But
perfect.
Yeah. So you can just go in there and just jump and get that and get him right away. So that's basically all I've been up to. Just some video game stuff, which is really, really great. And then
that's what life's all about.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what life is all about. Unless it's about Dragon Ball, which is what the show is about.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do some more of that.
Should we talk about it?
I think we should. We're named for a Dragon Ball thing. I feel that it's only appropriate.
We gotta.
We gotta. So again, we're doing some more of our Garlic Jr. retrospective of auspiciosity. And this time we're handling episodes 114 and 115 of the show, which came out, put it in context, October 30th, 1991 and November 6th, 1991. And guys, fellas, how did we feel about this? I gotta know how we feel about it. Ken, I'm gonna ask you first.
What do you think? How do you think I felt?
Okay, I'll just say how I felt. No, I won't. I want to hear what you had to say.
I loved it. I mean, come on, guys. This is like the end of an era for Dragon Ball. We talked about it last time. Like, this is the end of the mysticism. Like, yeah, there's magical elements in Boo, but there was a different energy that Dragon Ball had before, and particularly almost evocative of like the first 3 Dragon Ball movies, and then also then Dragon Ball Z movie 1. Just this pre-sci-fi, just there's demons, there's magic, there's weird stuff going on. I just love it, man. And the way that they're even using music, I think from like earlier Dragon Ball to kind of like say, hey, we're not using as many tracks that have been newer parts of the series. And especially, as the music will continue to change with Cell and then going into Boo as well. It just feels like a throwback, a final send-off before Dragon Ball Z kind of changes forever.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Doug, how would you feel about these two?
I think Ken is crazy. These are the worst episodes I've ever seen. No, I was kidding. But also, I did enjoy this like Garlic Jr. run. I was really optimistic about these last 2, or these last trailing episodes till the end of the arc. But these two paced so badly. They're really paced really slowly. Everything could have been condensed into one episode. These 2 episodes could have been condensed into one episode. A lot of editing decisions that I did not enjoy, and music on certain points that felt like goofy moments had a serious tone to it and just kind of felt really off to me as well. I don't know. I really didn't. I want to enjoy this like arc, and I did up until this point, I guess. But I'm glad it's wrapping up. So like the pacing isn't horrible. It's like, oh, we got 4 more episodes to go. I feel like it's wrapping up relatively sooner, but yeah, no, it's not for me, dog.
See, I'm going to be interested to hear as we actually get into the episodes, because like Ken, I loved these. These 2 were great. I had a really good time, and yeah, I'm just eager to jump into it. And let's just do it. So let's start off here, episode 114, a battle of extreme measures. God breaks the covenant. So got to set it up. We got Segasha back in the house doing animation. We got some great Shimanuki, some excellent Tomokichi Takeuchi doing some animation here.
This team is all over the place. I think Segasha is incredibly imbalanced in terms of the people they have on.
Which one is that one?
This is the first of the 2 episodes we watched. So Segasha is the one where like they do this thing where the characters like go like that and their arm or leg will like swing way back and then they'll do a punch. It's just very stylized, and that's all cool. But for every Hisada you have all the people who aren't Hisada on that team.
This is
because the episode starts off really strong. Like whatever, like the intro, like the first 2 minutes was like really strong, and then it cuts to like the other side of the spectrum, which is like kind of really bad or whatever. But who's the one that follows up?
I have no idea. I'm not that versed in that kind of stuff. I just know.
Well, I just knew it was like really good for 2 minutes and then really bad in the next 2 minutes. It was really weird.
Yeah.
So I've always felt that Tomokichi Takeuchi has a very like weird sort of style, which contrasts a lot with how Shimanuki and Hisada will draw stuff. But I felt like every time I saw it, I was like, okay, I know this is this guy. But I also felt that it was really good, really charming, and some really, really good, just animation and some direction in there. So whatever magic they were able to work to make that stuff really good, I liked it. I don't know. Maybe I was just in a really great mood, and everything was great.
I'm still in that mood with you. I still like it. I don't really like. We were kind of talking privately about this earlier about like, would you remake Dragon Ball? And me personally, I feel like I'm at a stage in my life where I would say no, never, because I think the kind of like the Ebisawas and the Uchiyamas of it all is the charm of this show. And I feel like if you go and you try to do the Daima approach where you give people like 3 years advance for every single episode, I feel like there is such thing as being too clean. And so I do like that it's not Hisada and Shimanuki doing the entire episode. And every now and again, you do dip and you have this quality jump. That's okay. And that's part of the charm. And so Randy, I'm not jumping on it. I loved it too.
Okay. I get it. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. So the actual story stuff, we got Gashu and Vinegar powering up from Planet Makio getting super close.
Zero. I have zero memory of that. I was like, oh, these guys.
Yeah, it's got some cool shots that I know that they used on Toonami promos all of the freaking time, but they don't like pull swords out of their bodies like our other previous Garlic Jr. henchmen. They're just buff and now they're dressed a little slutty. So Vinegar has like a boob window where you just get to see cleavage, and Gashu, like his entire clothes are just ripped off. So it's like, okay,
did they lose armor and that's why they look even sluttier now with that?
I think so.
What is it?
Gashu loses a lot of clothes. Vinegar almost exactly the same.
But we got boob window, and it's very, very tight.
It's called the keyhole, Doug.
Oh,
right.
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 That's a throwback to a private conversation we had.
Anyway, they're powered up and ready to start doing their stuff. Like they attack Gohan and Kuririn, and Piccolo's going to take on Garlic Jr. A really nice.
So everyone's got their opponent now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's just good. It looks cool. We've got some Prime stuff. This was probably what Hisada and Shimanuki for some things, or I guess I didn't see Hisada in the credits, and I'm not going to start typing it on my keyboard because I know Ken hates it.
Hisada's definitely here. A lot of that stuff is just trademark his style.
But so it's a bunch of our guys just getting the crap beat out of them, right? This entire episode.
Kind of, sort of. I mean, Piccolo is kind of really giving it to Garlic for a lot of the time when he's not getting weakened by stuff that happens later. But you know, he's in it to win it here. We have Popo and Kami doing their thing, dealing with the previous god that is down there, and you know, getting on their case. I really thought that these guys talked. Yeah. It doesn't speak. Yeah.
Do they speak in the dub? Maybe they said something there.
Maybe.
Who would know? Who could possibly know?
I forgot to check. I intended to check because this whole Kami and Popo running thing that we like is meme to hell now is like, that's what I'm talking about when it looks goofy, but they have serious music playing in the background because it cuts back from that to then our heroes getting the crap beat out of them to back to Kami and Popo running. But like you see like Kami's bare legs. I'm like, I don't want to see Kami's.
And that does present a continuity error in the next episode. We'll get to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I had to go back and check some frames to make sure, but yes.
I'm excited to see your findings. The one thing that was weird to me was like we've got our previous god and he's like making holes in the ground, which then they like have to dodge out of the way. But I'm pretty sure both these guys, well, Kami can fly. I know that Popo always takes the carpet, but you know, it takes a bit for Kami to like jump out of the way. And then there's this one where he's standing in the hole and it's very clear like he's being pulled down into something. We have like no sound effects for it. So I'm like, is there supposed to be suction? Like what is happening here?
It's mystical, dude. It's mystical.
It's mystical.
It's just mystical.
But this just shows how like down Popo is for his boy, you know, like he's taking like shocks for him.
Yeah.
He's pushing him out of the circles. I'm like, yeah, let's go, Popo. But then also like, it also got me interested in Popo's relationship with the previous god, right? Because he's been there with all these gods. And I, at first I wanted to like find something wrong, but no, they actually kind of, Popo did seem kind of like, oh, you're the previous god. Like, hey, but then, you know, of course, the previous god like zaps them and all the kind of stuff, whatever to them is like, back off. But yeah, it was really weird.
I loved it. I love Popo being able to tell that this guy was the previous god. I love the way that we'll get into a little bit that like all the previous gods kind of like sucked and were like apparently evil.
Is that what it is? I was wondering like, why are these gods stopping Kami from doing whatever he needs to do down here?
Let's table that for the next episode.
Yeah, because that's when it really gets into that aspect.
Yeah,
but
we have a whole
it's supposed to be a mystery now, and just like, what's their deal?
Like you had said, Popo takes a lightning bullet for Kami, which is cool. And then when they start doing their like, we're just going to gun it, guys. We're going to stop trying to talk to him, and we're just going to make for where we're going. Yeah. There's I think, a really cool editing thing where we have them like dodging a blast, and Popo is flying at the camera, which then turns into Kuririn flying away from the camera.
Zooms in on his throat. We get a throat transition.
Yeah.
Match cut, fun. I think those are called.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly the words I was forming in my mouth to say.
And then this is where we see the collapsing pillar, right? Just keep crashing in on itself. That's so cool, man. And it's that kind of like playing with the arena that happens in this arc that I love so much. Man, they really ruin God's temple. And it just works so well. I love it.
And it's nice because we used to just like environments as opposed to like arenas, like you said. So it's really cool.
Yeah, it's not just rocks and like dirt and stuff. Like we've got actual things. Although, where were these pillars? Because I can't imagine anything like the overall structure was that tall where we've got all of these in a row. So I was like, I don't know what part this is supposed to be. Obviously, whatever, man. I'm just here for the fun of it.
It could be like a garlic thing because when garlic showed up, he like something arose out of Kami's thing in like a new building. Or am I thinking of the Garlic Jr. movie? Maybe I'm thinking of that one, but
his dick throne came up through the ceiling.
Right. So who's to say like other thrones didn't pop up or just like crashing into the Kami's temple arose like a what's it called, like a plateau?
Mm-hmm. Are there not like pillars with like balls on top of them?
They're really thin though, I thought.
Well, you can stretch that as needed.
Sure. Regardless, they're like, hey, let's put a pillar there. What to crash for just for him to crash into? I'm all for
rule
that.
of cool. Fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I love a choice here made by, I believe this is Steve Simmons, unless these subtitles have been touched up by another group or anything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Popo says Kami-sama Genki, which Steve Simmons translates as God so spunky. So guys, I'm thinking spunk ball for Genki Dama.
Spunk ball.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I like that.
That could be a little sticky.
Spunk bomb.
We should maybe amend our Dragon Ball Evolution 2 story that we did. Because we had Genki Ball, I think, in that.
Yeah.
Spunk Ball will be it.
Spunky Bomb is also
I just love when Popo was like, God, your body. I mean, yeah, sure. He says like, God, your body. But I read it, subtitles, God, comma, God, your body.
He's just lusting after this old green man.
I'm taking that snapshot of Popo, just like, oh, God, your body.
After getting the snot beat out of him, Kuririn is falling to earth, and then Gashu and Vinegar take on Gohan, who we just keep cutting back to in the middle of just fighting, just, Gohan.
Yeah, it's the same shot of Gohan's up close face, but then cutting again to him, like, sporadically, like, blocking all these shots, and it's, like, the most awkward edit. It does it, like, 5 times in a row. I'm like, what is happening?
There are some very awkward choices made in the editing process and in the directing process, I'll say as well.
Yeah.
We do get some inventive stuff in the next episode, but yeah, this one between stuff like that and running the previously on Dragon Ball Z, which was like, I don't know, felt like 30 minutes by itself this time. They are trying to fill time desperately.
Yeah. And take as many shortcuts as they can.
Yeah, I don't know how much they actually had to work with here. So maybe, Doug, that might be part of what you're picking up on pacing issues as well here. When I was watching this, I was skipping the intros, skipping the outros. I'm like, I have heard Chala and and Zenkai so many times.
Power.
I don't need, just go straight through.
Yeah. I also considered skipping the last time stuff because we're not even calling in our narrator to do a lot of it. It's just music, and we're just showing most of the episode all over again, and we get like a little narrator at the very end.
No, the last time in the next episode, talking about this episode, is like 10 seconds long. It's like, oh yeah, nothing did happen in that episode, did it?
Yeah.
And you really have to feel for Kyle Hebert, who they made him fill that whole thing out for Funimation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're not just letting dead air.
Last time.
No, can't just do that. That'd be awful. So we have Gohan just keep like, oh no, my buddy. And that sets him off, and he does the sickest, coolest double blast at both Vinegar and Gashu. Incinerates
One
them
of
both.
the coolest shots of Gohan in the entire series.
Yeah.
It's like eyes like rolled to his back of his head or whatever, and just like, and then blasts both sides. Oh, so good. Like this Garlic Jr. arc, if anything, is a dream for A&V artists like me, like trying to look for like that specific arc of Gohan, like doing cool fighting. Because like I said in the last podcast episode, we don't get Gohan really fighting anyone throughout the entire Android Cell arc, really. Like it's really reserved.
Yeah.
It's reserved for the end with the Cell fight, but before that, nothing.
Yeah.
This is also the only time he kills anyone.
And he kills them all. Like he takes out all of our
desensitizing
villains.
us to when it's a big deal against Cell. Like 16 has to be like, it's okay to kill if it's to protect things. Like it takes that away when you see Gohan pierce through other creatures.
Yeah, it's wild. Although I want to say that shot of him, enraged blasting, I'm thinking like this must have been the same person who did the Vegeta totally furious on Namek when he finds out that his Dragon Ball was stolen because it's like it's got the same face,
the same elongated face,
stretched face. Yeah,
and it's not just that Gohan kills people; it's that he yells out like, "Why won't you just die?"
Yes. It's like, whoa.
And Doug, I see what you're saying about the whole 16. Telling Gohan it's okay to let go and everything like that. That's not this arc's fault, though. This arc had no way of knowing that that's where they were going to go.
It's not. It's just in hindsight, this arc took away a lot of moments that were... This whole Garlic Jr. arc feels like a condensed version of the Cell arc, where a villain from the past comes to this timeline, and it's up to Gohan... And they're big, but they sacrifice strength.
No, don't stop! I have a thing to say. Dang it!
It's all the Cell arc again. How could they have predicted it? But done less interesting.
So, what do you think about this whole thing for Garlic when he knocks Piccolo down, who's not getting up, and he's just kind of like, "Oh, it's a bummer that I had to kill Kami this way, so that means there's no Dragon Balls, so I can't revive my dad. But whatever, I'm just going to find another way,
a different way."
It gave me chills.
Yeah. I loved it.
That's a good villain. There's got to be other ways out there. And and us thinking about it, we as the audience, there's Namekian Dragon Balls, but as a deity of whatever Garlic Jr. is, he's like, I'm sure there's other ways in this universe for me to find a way to bring my dad
he's
back.
gonna go back to the demon realm, and he's gonna fight the 3 Tamagami, and he's gonna use those Dragon Balls. And Ken's given sour face, so we're not gonna stick with that anymore.
The reason it gave me chills was Shigeru Chiba delivers it in such a cold manner, and to me really makes you think about his immortality. He has forever to figure out how to do it.
Yeah. I've got time now. Might as well invest some of it to that.
Right.
Yeah.
After this, nothing stops him.
Yeah. Him again, after mentioning his dad, maybe just kind of make another connection of this is, I guess Garlic Jr. is what Piccolo would have turned out if he was going the evil route, maybe. Piccolo has his dad. I don't know about ever wanted to revive him, but just the fact of this is a demon with pointy ears and just who's just evil or whatnot. So it's our Tullus. Garlic Jr. is our Tullus to Piccolo.
I didn't think to kind of make a note of this until the next episode, but I think the writing in this entire arc has been so killer and so aware of who these characters are. And so I wanted to look up at least who wrote the next episode, which was Katsuyuki Sumisawa, only to find out that he wrote every single episode of this arc, with the exception of 117, which is the Maron proposal one. Okay. So that's rare. In fact, this is the only time in which this happens, in someone writing an entire arc themselves.
Wow.
So Katsuyuki Sumisawa, because I assume no one knows who he is, started writing from the bridal arc in Dragon Ball. So fun fact there. Started from one filler arc to another. He wrote a bunch of Z episodes, his final one being 217, where Sopopovich thrashes Videl around.
Oh, okay.
So it's just nice to see someone writing an entire storyline and it working and not kind of having a Yuko Kakihara happen. I'm just throwing Daima under the bus again.
That's even more impressive, though, that someone who's been relied, hey, you can make good random stories to fill up time, go at it. And from that point of view, that's really impressive. To then also be that in tune with, the work where, like I said, it's a condensed Cell arc. So they kind of already knew where this arc was going to go in a different way. That's wild.
Yeah.
How much oversight did he have to deal with to do this?
Yeah.
Right? Probably not a lot. If this is a filler arc, they're probably just saying oh, you can't have Vegeta go Super Saiyan. You can't have Gohan go Super.
There's a few bullet points.
Yeah, probably a few things. And so you got to have a singular vision across this arc. And I think that this is just special. And I'm not just I like the Garlic Jr. arc. I think I freaking love this arc. And it's so special. And the more I dig into why it's special, the more I love it. So shouts out to, what's his name? I forgot. Katsuyuki Sumisawa.
I can at least respect it, if anything. If that is true, then I respect the hell out of this arc then.
Yeah, same here. And Doug had already brought it up before, but we have this whole thing where Piccolo, kind of chides Garlic for becoming a giant because he's like, oh, you've sacrificed speed in order to have more power. And to give you context, the reason why this arc exists is because we were buttoned up too close to the manga, and the Android arc was just starting. So I wanted to take a look, like, when about did that whole thing pop up in the manga for Trunks, using grade 3 Super Saiyan, which has the exact same thing. That is August 92. This is a full 10 months before that shows up in the manga at all.
Wow.
So,
very in tune. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not that too crazy of a concept.
No.
Yeah, you get super big and you lose speed. Yeah, but I think Toriyama using it in a way not to just say that statement, but to say that Vegeta didn't use this form specifically because of that weakness, like, makes it an even better, like, story purpose,
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys are bringing up some great points, which totally flew over my head because I was just like on the floor with Piccolo using gigantification.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I was kind of hoping he would turn like giant, like against like with Goku in the tournament back in the day. But
yeah,
whatever.
It looks so cool, but it's green. It's orange Piccolo, but stays green. He doesn't change like his face or anything, but he just gives that same sort of size. And it just looks great. That when he stands up and is like, talking him down, just that stance.
This could have related back to Daima in some aspect, where like Piccolo's a secret demon. Well, no, it's not even a secret demon. He is a demon. Like, we know this, but it's like the Big Getty star, or whatever that planet is, the Makio star, is also affecting Piccolo. Like, he's able to power up like that too. He just chooses not to. Oh, like Vegeta chooses not to. Whatever.
There's a lot of cool stuff.
When we were talking in the Moro arc, I think it came up at one point. It was like it was that Gohan was aware of gigantification, even though in the manga he never sees it, but he sees it here.
Ah,
So,
well,
Toyotaro.
but he's not going full max, giant like he does in the 23rd Budokai or anything. He's just kind of like, I'm going to buff up a bit. I'm not going to sacrifice that much speed.
You can control it, yeah.
Yeah, it still looks really, really cool. We have some more Kami and Popo stuff. There's these walls in between different parts of the realm that they're in. And I can't remember, is it like Popo says that like, oh, only the previous gods like have the ability to like do that, but then Kami just shatters it anyway?
You need their permission to pass. But I guess you can just break it anyways, but then they come after you if you do that. Your GTA wanted level shoots straight up.
Yeah, 5 stars. This made me wish that like Kami they were kind of creative in coming up with like maybe powers for him, because the whole arc we just see Kami as an overseer, like not really anything else, which is fine, I guess, for a god kind of thing. But it'd be kind of cool to need to use something like special that only a god could do in this instance to get to this goal.
Right.
While we're on the topic of the Shin Senkai, I do want to amend something from last week or last episode when I said I couldn't find Shin Senkai in the guidebooks. Well, guess what, baby? I found it.
Ooh.
And so you're going to go to Chozenshu number 3. It could be in the Daizenshu, I don't know. But if the Daizenshu has an episode guide in there, it'll be in that part. And you're looking for page 322 in Chozenshu 3. And then you'll see right there on the 3rd row right here, you can't see this, but I'll post it later. It says Shin Senkai, and it is the kanji that we were expecting. So
Perfect. Great. Caramel Mama's got our back, so I'm really glad for that.
yeah, me too. Every day, Randy.
Every day. Man, you should start writing them some fan mail just to be like, you don't know how many times I've had to thank you for the work that you do. We have this whole thing now where Kami is starting to disappear due to his spirit being pulled from him.
Oh, yeah. He's Marty McFlying.
And then we have this weird... Oh, sorry. Ken had a point, and I want to let him talk.
In the last episode, did Popo say that this could happen?
I can't recall.
I don't think so.
Because in the next episode, Kuririn is apparently aware of what's going on.
You picked that up too. I was like, how is Krillin the lore expert now all of a sudden?
Swapped. In this episode, Kuririn is laying on the ground and explaining to Gohan, like, oh, it's his, he's disappearing because of Kami's connection to him, and it's because his spirit is being taken out of him. Next episode, he is shocked when it starts happening. Piccolo's like, what's going on? And Piccolo has to explain. It's like, you knew this somehow. Okay, whatever. That's fine.
Confused.
Exactly. In the moment. It was only when he was like nearly passed out. He's like, oh, it must be this. He's in tune with the spirit realm at that point, is what I'm going to have to say.
Okay.
Or something.
I'll buy it.
So Piccolo's super weak because Kami's getting, this sort of effect done to him. And Garlic is like, well, I'm going to finish you off. And then we have the coolest plot twist. Gohan leaps in front of an attack and saves Piccolo. Guys, we did it. It's fantastic. I love that. And it looks sick as hell.
And then also more of the other past gods. That's the way I read it. I don't know if it's just the same one, like multiplying himself.
Shadow clone, or if it's the previous gods. No, because I think in the next episode, Kami's like, all of you guys didn't care. You don't love. But yeah, didn't Gohan's hair looked a little weird to you guys in these 2 episodes? Like, I think the only because it looked like he had his ponytail tied up like Trunks does when he has long hair, as opposed to how he usually has it, it's just kind of all laid out like a mullet. But it looks like his hair was like this, and then tight, and then on the back it's ponytail-ish.
I feel each episode is different.
I don't know if they ever decided whether they wanted to do his like Saiyan arc hair, or if they were trying to balance out his Namek hair having grown out longer. Because there's times like in this next episode where it definitely just looks like his Namek hair, and then they drew more lines on top of it.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. It's kind of an interesting look just because, we can't really decide on like how fluffy is it? How tight is this thing? Is it just a mullet? Is it like tied? Like what's happening here? But it gets weird. The last thing I have listed here is just Kami and Popo reach the bottom but must face a lot of Kami.
Kami.
Oh.
That means
is that
plurality of gods. Yeah.
The pluribus of gods.
Yes.
Gotcha, I get it.
Well.
Something about donuts. I don't know. I'm just going to start throwing out random things that I hear you
figured out the
talk
plot.
About.
How did he do it?
I've pieced it all together.
I mean, honestly, at this point, it could go that way. I don't know.
I know.
So that's episode 114. I think we can jump into 115. What do you say?
No, I say let's let it cook a little bit.
Okay, well, let's let it cook.
And
just
let's go.
kidding.
All
okay.
right.
This is the time where I would hope that Ken would press the button on his thing of SKA going, and go.
I don't use my Stream Deck during the show.
If you want to hear it, check out Mario Kart Nice.
Yeah. And if you want to hear apparently what was a great Elmo impression, check that out. I'm not going to say which one of us did it, but
you'll have to find out. So episode 115, we got Studio Live. They're back, but I'm going to say it. I think Ebisawa is knocking it out of the park here. Now, I know it's just him. We got Kano in here, who's always been really, really great. But like even the stuff that's like very clearly Ebisawa, I'm like, I don't know. Again, there must have been something in the air. I loved it. I was eating it up. I'm like, I love this. This is good stuff. You cooked really well, guys.
I know why I was eating it up, and I'll tell you why I was eating it up, is because when we were talking about Z Movie 1 and how like raw it looked, that's what Ebisawa was channeling here.
Oh, okay. Okay, I dig that.
There's one shot especially of Garlic Jr. as his like, mouth is wide open.
Oh.
I was like, that's Z Movie 1. There's a character that looks... Yeah.
See, I was thinking of just very early in this, we have the most incredible shot of Garlic taking up most of the frame, standing there, as behind him is Planet Makio taking up the entirety of the back thing, and like his muscles are just start bulging and he's growing larger.
Oh, yeah.
It's just such a sick looking shot. The great colors. We've got just like, just imposing composition.
Yeah.
Super, super.
It's not just like a boring regular shot. It does have like some taste, some spunk.
I love with buff Garlic, he's so high contrast. He has like this really dark, but then he has these super bright highlights. There's no in between with him. So he just jumps straight out at you. He doesn't look like he belongs in this world. It's just, man, this arc, don't sleep on it. If you're listening to this, and you haven't been watching along with us, and you're just like, I love these guys' vibe, I'm just going to listen to them talk about it. Dude, you are missing out. Revisit this arc. I swear, it's so good.
It's better than anything GT.
Ooh. All right.
I don't know about that.
Still some good stuff. Yeah.
There's a string of baby episodes that were good. But Daima, Doug?
Better than anything Daima.
There you go.
Hey, cut the live minute out. Hey, better than Daima.
I don't know, guys. Tamagami number 3.
Give it ready.
Okay. So we've got some more sick camera stuff here of like the frame being smaller as like Gohan is like jumping at Garlic.
That was the weirdest.
Yeah.
That's on like the top 5 weird like meta like camera angles like with the Trunks in the TV special where like you have the 2 like bars at the top that are mimicking like glass, whatever. It's weird.
But that kind of experimental directing and editing goes away as the series continues on.
Very much so, yeah.
And if like you think about, if you revisit the Saiyan arc in the anime, they were just doing some weird stuff in that in telling those episodes, that story. And so when it's just like a little window and then the window itself zooms in to fill the frame, that's so cool, man. Do stuff like that.
It's so different.
Get wild with it, which is what I love to see. You know, they had full freedom to do whatever, and they did it.
And that's why I feel like if you try to redo Dragon Ball and Z in anime form,
that wouldn't
you're
be
going
there.
to lose that.
That wouldn't be there at all.
We don't know. Let's not just assume the worst here, where it's going to be so polished and like no room for doing something cool. Depends on who's in charge. Who knows?
I mean, I got other reasons, but that sounds like another episode.
All right. So this is the part where then we have Kuririn being shocked about what's happening to Piccolo, who's like, you just explained what happened to it before. So I don't know what happened here, especially if we've got the same dude who's writing it. Just seems kind of strange.
I didn't notice that at all, so that's funny.
It's only on my second watch through, because like the first time I was like, it's weird that Kuririn knows what's happening with Piccolo when he's just laying there and is like, hasn't.
It's also weird. Krillin is like, why isn't Garlic dead? He's immortal.
Well, we've been constantly trying to be aware of, could a version of Dead Zone have happened? And one of those things is, Kuririn can't really have interacted with a lot of the stuff here, because then it wouldn't make sense why he doesn't know who Gohan is.
I was wondering too, like, is this the first time Krillin the character is shown that he's immortal, or what? Like, that'd be interesting if he didn't know until that moment. But it's just too weird for us as the viewer to, like, all of us know so well.
In the version of Dead Zone that happens according to this arc, I don't think Kuririn is there.
Yeah,
wow,
that would make the most sense. I mean, even in the movie, he doesn't show up until long after the wish is made, and he doesn't really like interact enough with Garlic to be like, oh, I can see that you're immortal, so like whatever.
Yeah, so that could pass.
Either way, it works. We have, let's see, what is it? Kami getting shocked, but he remains Genki, spunky, as one might say.
And so this is where I want to mention he's wearing pants here.
Oh,
he's got dark purple pants on underneath that skirt and dress.
Interesting.
Cloak.
Oh, maybe they're really like high rise, so when he jumps, like the
he's got
like,
capri
rise
pants.
up,
You see,
so we can see his ankles.
Well, I feel like this is the natural way, because every Namekian we've seen is wearing pants. So I really don't know where they got off in the Segasha episode with his bare ass legs.
That's why that scene was so obviously meant to be a funny moment of like, but there was no funny music or like cuts to make it appear that way. I wanted to go, I didn't do it, but I wanted to go back and watch the dub and see if because they're notorious for adding like music wherever they feel like it and whatnot. Maybe they got that gist and did make it like a funnier moment than the Japanese one did, but I forgot to check.
Yeah, I'd have to check that and stuff myself. But we have our sick, like, big Kami speech about why he's better than everybody else. And I will love it, which boils down to, I love the Earth so much, and I'm not even from here, all right?
Yeah.
And it almost, there was a time in this podcast we were talking about, like, Namekians, and I feel like these gods are all racist against Kami. That's the kind of vibe I was kind of getting, is that they all thought he was lesser because he was from another planet.
They're using the G word behind his back.
Yeah, I mean, Kami even says so. Like, I know I'm not as good as you guys, or something like that.
Yeah,
but I still love this planet and everything living on it more than you guys.
Even though I tried to give up this job years ago by passing it off to this other dude.
Kami have to like release all the evil inside him to be God, and these gods aren't even on the same level. Like, why did they get privilege?
Yeah, and then he's like, I willingly give my life for the people of Earth. And it's, this is the way to do it. This is the way to write a compelling character. And this Sumisawa comes in and he's like, I'm going to give Kami like the Kami moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And God, what a great arc.
Not even knowing where things are going to go, because Sumisawa, I assume, does not know that soon Kami is no more in the manga.
Yeah.
So.
It's like a send-off, you're right.
Yeah.
But it's still, the villains, the antagonists of these past Kamis didn't really make sense. Like, why didn't they love the Earth? Or maybe they've been gods so long, like 10 times longer than Kami has been, that they've seen like the pitfalls of humanity. Like, they're the Zamasu now of the gods. And so they're like, no, the humans suck.
They've just lost their humanity.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm turning around on this now. Wow.
Ooh.
Thank you, SH Figuarts.
I don't know why it's there. They get the thing. Okay. Whatever. Gohan laying the smackdown on Garlic, I think looks cool, but I really have to say the headbutt is dumb because that's not a Gohan thing. He should have just gone through with a fist because it seems like this is a callback to Piccolo Senior and Goku, like, you know, going through him that way. Is that, am I thinking that right?
I was thinking, like what Doug was saying, I was thinking throwback to Raditz.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Gohan's his own guy.
Goku just did a lot of headbutting, but now that I'm thinking about it, the Piccolo Daimyo thing, he's only got the one hand, and he uses that to punch through. But still, like, it's weird to do the headbutt, I feel. Anyway.
I don't know. I thought it was cool because, like, as a first time, if you're watching this for the first time, you're like, what the heck is happening? Is he really going to bust through? It really has that Garlic Jr.'s body has really that tension of, like, is he going to break through? Like, holy crap, and then boom. As, like, breaking through a bodies go, that was a very, like, good, impactful, like, you felt that.
I had to go through a spine first, and then the rest of the meat.
An immortal spine.
And Garlic gets back up, and he gives another line that just gives me chills. He says, even I thought I saw into the world of the dead for a moment. Like, oh, dude.
I love that line.
Sumisawa knows how to pack so much, like, baggage into a couple lines of dialogue to make you feel something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because anyone else could have would have put like a corny line in there, but no, this one like has that feeling.
Yeah.
Like, I saw Heaven's Door for a second there. It was almost that bad.
But then he gets back up, and I don't know how I feel about seeing him visibly regenerate. Like, for some reason in my brain, I'm like, you shouldn't do that. You should just have the hole and just live with it.
I thought that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't.
It's our movie 6 bias where we saw a hole in the we didn't want to see it regenerated like a metal cooler.
Well, and we don't really know how immortality would work because this is the only time we ever see it. So they had a lot of artistic license.
Yeah. That's very true.
They didn't want to draw through the hole every single time for the next few episodes.
Yeah, no, I feel ya. Speaking of drawing, I had said before that I thought that this is some top tier Studio Live stuff. The shocked Gohan face disgusts me, and I do not like it. We cut to it like twice. I'm like, this just does not look right.
It can't hurt you, Randy.
It haunts me in my brain and my dreams, though, which I don't like. We got Piccolo doing some more fighting, just keeps fading in and out during that whole fight. And I like this whole thing where it's like, is it him and Kuriden who are like laying there? And he's like, well, I'm going to get up and I'm going to try to prolong your life as much as I can. Like,
even just for a second, I'm going to do what I can. I wish he said like for the earth or whatever. Like you got it, but like would have had that like hero moment, like for the earth or whatever.
I
think
like
he said
this.
For Piccolo.
Yeah, because that's an evolution of how things have been. I mean, they last fought side by side, you know, on Namek and then before that.
But he's literally doing it to buy Kami time to do it, to save the Earth. That's why. It's not to save Piccolo. It is on the second, on the what is it, on the side, whatever. But like his real intention is like, I need to buy as much time for Kami to do it, so I need to protect you, Piccolo.
I think we still just get another, like, I'm just going to keep heaping praise on the writing here because Piccolo does the classic, you know, to think that it would come to me needing your protection, how low I've sunk. So you have to think what Piccolo this is. This is pre-Kami Piccolo. Yeah, he's got Nail in him, but he still kind of has that edge that he's had from before. And then Kuriden saying the line, even I can be of use, right? And it's like, oh my God.
Yes.
Brilliant character work here.
After Piccolo says that, though, doesn't Krillin like say thank you to Piccolo? Like I thought that was a weird thing to say to him. I was like, maybe it has more meaning than I think it means, or a different meaning than I'm expecting. But what was the line you said Piccolo just said? Like to think that I've sunk that low, I have to resort to you.
Yeah.
Krillin laughs and like, haha, thanks.
Well, yeah, it's like, geez, yeah, thanks, that kind of thing.
That is good.
This is where I kind of like locked in on music from movie 1 coming in.
Yeah.
Oh.
And just early Dragon Ball Z, possibly. I know there is a track from Dragon Ball somewhere in one of these episodes as well. I think from maybe
take any notes
DB
on the
Movie
music,
2.
Unfortunately.
It's been a long time since I've listened to all of the Kikuchi library in succession, so I'm really rusty on what tracks come from where, but it's definitely earlier stuff.
Yeah. That's good. I like that. We have that sick controlling the Kamehameha, which we don't really get to see too often. Kuriden blasting at Garlic and like, oh nope, psych, it's going up, and then it's going to come right on down, and like rather than it splitting apart, it's just kind of like drilling him down into the tile.
Which, like,
and things.
Combatively, how is that different than if it hit him head on? I don't know. Like, it's like, I was like, oh, maybe then Garlic has a loose footing or whatever, but like, no, like he has more footing with it coming down at him because he has the temple he's standing on, as opposed to like taking it from head on and it pushing him back. Well, whatever. It looks
Try to
cool.
surprise him, I suppose. Yeah, it looks
but
cool.
it went so slow. It's like, boom.
That was for our benefit because, otherwise we would not be able to tell what was going on. But I mean, Garlic doesn't like it. He's pissed after that.
Yeah. That huge arm coming out of the crater, like we're stuck on that shot for like a few seconds too of him just like raw.
Yeah. And there's that
out of it.
hulking shot of him just like making Kuriden look so small.
Oh yeah. Like the dick shot. Like Krillin standing there, Carl Jr. in front of him with his dick in his face, like, oh, Krillin's like, I'm screwed. I'm done.
That's how you know. So he's grabbing him, crushing him. Piccolo does the same. Piccolo stands up. He's like, I'm going to help you out. And then one punch, nothing.
One punch.
And then we see like, it shows us Piccolo's head, and then Garlic's arm just comes into frame from behind and grabs him. Oh, it's
horrifying.
Yeah.
And so good.
So Garlic has them both like choked, like Krillin by the throat, Piccolo by the head, and just like squeezing the life out of him. It's good shots. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then we go from Garlic choking them to Meron choking Yajirobe with her foot.
That's great.
Hello, Wiki Feet.
We've got that whole match thing between the two. One of them super worrying, and the other one very, very funny. Like just foot straight into his mouth, and then she gets woken up from him coughing and blames him like, "Oh, you were being a pervert or whatever." Like that's classic. Oh, what a fun little situation we've got ourselves in.
Yeah, we have time for this.
And then there's this like upskirt shot of Meron as she's lying in bed, and I'm like, I don't remember that on Toonami.
Me neither. Showing a lot of leg.
Took some screenshots, I assume, and you've got new wallpapers.
Me with the controller.
I love that she goes straight from like, oh, it's so gross. Like you're trying to like, do stuff for me while I'm asleep. Oh, look, what a pretty sunrise. Just immediately just running over.
Not a thought in the world.
I mean, it was a great sunrise, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
It was. Yeah.
Did look pretty good. Which, like, she, of course, does not know the situation, but it's kind of the reminder of like, uh-oh, that means that anybody who is demonified, they're staying that way once that sun comes up. And we have a really great shot of Kari and just being like, oh no, this is it. And then all of a sudden like, oh, I'm scritchy. I'm going to give you a little scratch.
Just treating this god as a cat. Well, I mean, whatever Karin is.
So Gohan's up. He's mad.
Oh, so mad.
Piccolo. Wow, I don't know why I said it like that. Piccolo and Kuriden do instant teamwork to hold Garlic back. And it's evocative of the Saiyan arc, where, remember, Piccolo and Kuriden didn't train together, but when they were fighting Nappa, boom, they instantly could read each other to be like perfect teammates. And we see that here again.
This is so just bald man synergy. This is what we can do.
Oh. Should I shave my head?
Yeah, well, then we'd be even more in sync than we already are. So it would work out perfectly. I love that. Just the teamwork of the both of them working to it. And then like Gohan not being the scared child that he was before. Now he's just a confident, murderous child who's just killed 4 people. Like, all right, cool. I'm going to start charging it up. And this is going to happen this time.
Isn't Gohan like, but he's immortal? And Piccolo's like, just blast him into so many pieces that there's nothing left.
Mm-hmm. It's a good tactic. I mean,
you're desperate. You got to try something, right?
Again.
Exactly.
Sell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Misawa knew something.
He was cooking.
Or Toriyama's a hack, and he's like, yeah, that's a good idea.
He loved the Garlic Jr. arc that much. So then we're cutting back and forth between that and like Kami, who's, telling Popo to just go for it, forget about him. You just got to get that water in there because, again, we've got that whole time limit thing because the sun's starting to rise and we got to definitely take care of that.
I always forget about that time limit, how there's like, oh yeah, if you don't do it soon, they're going to all permanent be like that.
The way that they keep cutting back between our A and B storylines like this, although I guess truly it's the same storyline, really builds the tension here.
Yeah.
As we ramp up towards the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So then Popo's going to dash for it. Gohan does the blast. And then, of course, from everything that's going on with Kami, we've got Piccolo who weakens just in the nick of time for Garlic to dodge that blast.
It's great. You see it coming a mile away, but it's great.
Yeah. I still feel like, we were this close, guys. We could have actually done it. But then Popo makes it and starts dumping that water straight into, whatever magic hose is down there at the bottom.
The 7 currents.
Right, exactly. That we feel like is something from somewhere, but again, couldn't find anything on it.
Why is there a room down there full of past gods blocking you from using this thing anyway? I don't know. It's so weird.
Maybe it wasn't always that way, and as those gods lost their humanity, they sealed it off.
Like they've got gravestones down there, though.
Did they play poker in the meantime while they're just hanging out down there, or what?
The brooding.
Well, they're playing poker and they're talking about that G guy.
Oh, wow, yeah, that alien, that immigrant.
Yeah, it's not great. Anyway, the Earth is being purified, which is super cool. Really glad about that. And then Garlic is just like, well, I'm super pissed, so I'm just going to start charging up and float up into the sky. That's right, Sky Shatter's dead zone again. We're just going to do it again, guys.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. So,
well, he's got a barrier this time. He's like, you can't push me into it this time.
And then Gohan's like, oh yeah, I got a barrier too.
These are weird abilities that just show up out of nowhere. And I feel like you could have used these in a lot of other instances, but we never really do barriers, all that often. Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like, for me, because I thought the same thing too, but I feel like a barrier is more implied as opposed to shown. Like when like our heroes are like knocked back a lot but not killed, it's because they had like a barrier, like a skin tight barrier around them, like Goku's clothes used to be.
Skin tight.
Yeah. It's only like 17 and Piccolo use a barrier when they fight each other or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, 17 has one, and then Vegito uses one, and then Goku uses one in GT, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So maybe not. So yeah.
Yeah, they don't happen too often, which is good. I don't know. Sometimes it's like just
it's kind of like a cheating. Yeah, so I wouldn't want like a barrier all the time. It'd be like an easy like get out of blasts.
Right. Except for using it now with Gohan to make sure that our weakened Kuririn and Piccolo don't just get sucked up straight into this dead zone. A cool way to do it, that it's not just preventing damage.
Agreed.
Yeah. But that's it. That's the end of our episodes, guys. I loved these ones a lot.
Doug, how do you feel now?
It should have been one episode. Could have been just one nice tight episode.
I like them letting everything breathe.
Nah.
No breathing. Doug hates it when stuff breathes. All right, cool. Well, I'm excited because next time is going to be the end. We've got our finale episode and then some Maron stuff, which I don't know. I don't know how to feel. We'll see how it is when we get to it.
Without our boy Sumisawa, why even bother?
Why even bother at this point?
Yeah, just tune out. Don't even pay attention to it. Okay, well, don't tune out and not pay attention here because we're going to take a break, but then we're going to come back with what you guys had to say about these episodes and some other stuff. So just sit back and then come right back. That's what we want. So we'll see you here in just a sec. Hey, what's up? We're back here, ready to talk to you guys some more about some Garlic stuff, but specifically the things that you had to say about these Garlic Jr. arc episodes that we're in the middle of. Ken, would you mind taking this first one here from Noah?
I sure can. Noah, a.k.a. Jello Shots, writes in and says, the former Kamis trying to stop Kami and Popo is an awesome idea that is wasted by 1, having them be featureless figures, and 2, having seemingly no reason to be opposed to Kami's plan. But Garlic's giant form looks really cool, and the temple is my favorite location in the series, so that helps.
Heck yeah.
The fact that we deal so much into like God territory coming like in the Majin Buu arc and then the Super and all this kind of stuff, it's kind of maybe a good thing they didn't touch too much on that, or maybe a bad thing they didn't touch too much on that because they're lesser gods. Like it's not like we're dealing with like higher gods later on, so maybe they could have gone wild with this.
The only like recent thing we had besides this is talking about Namek's god who was there like during like the cataclysm or whatever. I don't remember the exact specifics off the top of my head, but like we don't really get into what each individual planet's whole thing is in charge of, or like how good of a job, like how much they're interfering with things. We don't know that.
Right, but I get like why filler stories, you just want to like tread lightly on lore stuff like that too. So yeah.
That's how I feel. I'll take this one here from Rob, who says for episode 114, the previous Guardian of Earth sure is a nice fellow. It's nice that he's getting in Kami and Popo's way of saving the Earth. Anime continuity, Gohan's kill count rises in this episode as well. You gotta love the reuse of Kami and Popo running scenes. You know what? I do. I'm gonna say it. I do like that.
It wasn't go on that long. Thought it was. What was? I feel like it lasted like episodes, like 4 episodes. Yeah. Maybe just because of that, and like maybe like a last episode preview or whatever, like seeing that over and over again. But it just 2 episodes and that's it.
Yeah, I thought it was much longer.
Yeah.
For 115, Kami and Popo succeed in their plan, and more fighting happens. It was nice to see Gohan follow in his father's footsteps and making a hole in the big bad's chest. Next episode is the conclusion of Garlic Jr. fight. Boy, I wonder how they're going to... Oh, wait, he's summoning the Dead Zone. It sure is weird to watch the English dub with the Japanese score for these episodes. Man, Shunsuke Kikuchi's music is great as always as well. Can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts on these episodes. Hope you guys have a great day. Well, thanks, Rob. I did have a good one. Yeah.
Well, I guess he doesn't know either if they made the music funnier during the Kami running scenes either, since he switched to Kikuchi.
Right.
We'll never Watching know. The English dub on this. No judgment. I'm just...
It's more unexpected.
Nostalgic. Yeah.
With I guess, like inkling of, Japanese.
Yeah. Although, if I'm going to watch this arc in English, I'm probably going to whole ass it and watch it with the Falconer score.
I'd have to... Yeah.
Rob's like, there's no time for that. I had to compromise both ways. I get it.
Exactly. We're not judging. We're just, it must be such an interesting, take on things. And that's all we got for Skeets from you fine fellows. But I wanted to read out an email we got here from listener Travis Herndon, who says, "Hello, Doug, Randy, and Ken. Just wanted to email to say, been enjoying your latest stuff. Been good hearing your opinions on the Dragon Ball Super manga, your Tenchi Muyo stuff, and more. I'm also glad to hear you guys talk about the dub and your history towards it in a previous episode. And speaking of the dub, I don't remember if you guys did it on your video about the DBZ dub, but I do have a question. Which is, what moment in the anime, it can be in either Z, GT, Super, or movies, do you feel the English dub did better than the Japanese? And would like to hear if you guys had a moment for that in English. Also, suggestion for an idea for the future to do an episode on, I would like to hear your three's opinion on Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Like, how do you guys enjoy it? How do you like the portrayal of certain characters, favorite moments, etc.? But anyways, keep up the amazing work. Sincerely, Travis. So first of all, thank you, Travis, for the wonderful email. And is there a point where you guys feel that the English dub did better than the Japanese in a certain point?
It sticks out to me. I had one like years and years ago when I first saw the ending of the Buu arc. When Kid Buu first emerges and decides to destroy the entire Earth like in an instant, and Goku and Vegeta are just like in panic and just like grabbing everyone they can to then teleport back to the Supreme Kai planet. Like I watched that dubbed, and I was just so like impressed with their restraint in like talking more than they had to. They let the music go and everything, and just like let the moment breathe. I love letting things breathe. You guys, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just kidding. But it was it stuck out to me so much. Like I even like emailed Mike back in the day before I even knew him like that. Like, you should check this out. This scene is pretty good actually in the dub.
Is that how you used to talk?
Yeah, I had buck teeth. No. But yeah, that stuck out to me.
I've got 3.
Okay.
First one being, I love Daisuke Gori, but I think Chris Rager as Mr. Satan, especially with the context of that being a Macho Man Randy Savage-esque character, is perfection. The second of which is I'm That Guy. I love the Super Saiyan 3 Ascension track from Bruce Falconer.
Yeah.
I think, no hate to the original track that was used for Kikuchi there. And obviously, I wouldn't sacrifice all of Kikuchi just to have this one track or whatever. But there is something to that Super Saiyan 3 power-up song that makes that moment hit so much harder for me in the way that it just builds and builds and builds, and then it just like releases that music out. Not composed by Bruce Falconer, by the way. It's someone else on his team. So that's how you know that's one of the better ones. And then the third one is from Kai Final Chapters. And it's when Gohan is returning to the living world, just the moment there between Sean Schemmel and Kyle Hebert as like they hug. It's brilliant. And so
Interesting. I think the only thing that pops to my mind, because for a lot of those later episodes, I think I just randomly saw on TV once. I wasn't really paying attention because I had just finished watching it all in fan subs. So it's like, old news. But the one that always comes to my mind, and it gives me goosebumps every time I hear it, is Peter Kalamis' Kaioken in Z Movie 2. Like when he is frozen up in, his by Ibifuria and breaking out of it to the save Gohan and Kuririn. Oh man, it's so good. I just love it.
Yeah.
Just real quick, how did you know the name Ebifuria off the top of your head? I mean, I know who it is, but how did you?
I love those 3 movies, man. I don't know what to tell you. I love them. So I've seen them a lot. Right. And I can hear it in my head of the English for the Ocean dub of Dr. Kochin introducing the 3 of them, like just his delivery for all of them. So I'm like, I got them all up in the noggin. I know who all those guys is. So yeah, that's mine. And as for talking about Abridged, I mean, well, it sounds like you want a whole episode on that. So we don't want to talk about all that here. We'll save that for later.
We could talk a lot about Abridged.
We could, exactly. Did you know that they have a new Sailor Moon they're doing? And it's great, guys. Yeah, they put out an episode of it. It's good. I loved it so much.
I have actually been planning to rewatch Abridged.
Really?
I think maybe we should do that. Maybe we could do a...
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I like it.
I've
never finished.
Abridged.
I got through to Vegeta at 18, and I never finished it.
Hey,
really?
Randy,
you're so close.
Randy, we're the same person because I never finished the Cell arc either.
Wow. All right. Wow. I can't say why. Like, it's not like I disliked it. I just kind of started to fall behind. And I was like,
something happened in that time period for your guys' life. But man, the cover for the transformation scene, so good. In the moment of the episode, you have to see that.
I'm excited for that because I do have that song in my Dragon Ball playlist, and I love that rendition of it so much. So it's real good. This is the part where I would bring up trivia, but both I forgot it and Zenpai forgot. So neither of us have trivia for you this time.
Really? I remember because I scrolled down on the sheet and saw like trivia. Okay, and just went past. But there's no trivia?
No, none trivia.
I just saw the word trivia, and I was like, okay, let me not look at that.
I deleted it like 5 minutes ago, so I'm like, I don't see it here. So sorry about that. He's trapped in the God realm, you see, to get the trivia to us, and he can't break through those barriers. He's got to wait for Kami and Popo to show up. So
for the planet to get closer.
The previous Zenpais are giving him a real hard time.
The previous Shadow Zenpais that are down there. I like that.
Stop giving Doug trivia. Like they're on my side. It's just 4 Dougs.
And then Zenpai is like, I'm maybe from Portugal, but I love Doug more than you could imagine.
Oh, man, that's good. Well, thank you all for listening. We love interacting with you and keeping you in the conversation, talking about our favorite franchise in the world. You can, keep up with us. You could check us out on Blue Sky. We're at wegottapodcast.com over there. Otherwise, you can email us like Travis did earlier by emailing us at wegottapod@gmail.com.
Thank you to Rifti Beach for letting us use his track, Kakarot theme hip hop track remix. You can find that track and other great music by Rifti on his SoundCloud. Ken, where can the people find you?
You can find me at detectivex.bsky.social.
And Randy?
You can catch me over at Saberbreaker at wegottapodcast.com over on Blue Sky. Just look up Saberbreaker. It's easier that way. What about you, Doug?
For me, Jabaz Doug. Just search that up. It's pronounced Jabaz.
Drabaz?
Not Drabaz, not Drabaz. It probably is. I don't know. But as a kid, as a 13-year-old boy, I'm like, I wanted to be Jabaz. But yeah, that's it.
Beautiful.
All right. This one is for the YouTube audience, okay? So if you're watching this one, you are on episode 4 of 5 of the Garlic Jr. review that we're doing, the retrospective. So I want to know what you have to say about this. People are going to tune in for that next one, but only the real sickos are here for this one. If you are watching this on YouTube, are you really watching it, right? Do I need to put all these screenshots and crap all over the screen? Because my New Year's goal, or whatever they call that, resolution, will be to not put stuff in these YouTube videos if I don't have to. So if you are just, tabbing out and doing something else, hey, We love you. Totally okay. I have no issues with that. But if I don't have to keep putting this stuff on the screen, I don't want to keep doing it because I want these edits to get faster, and it does eat up a lot of time. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please comment below. I need to know how you're consuming this show. And then that will definitely inform how I go about the podcast next year.
And if you've not been watching, you've been missing a lot of good stuff because we do a lot of visual gags.
Yeah. Well, Doug, I'm trying to see if they don't watch it so I don't have to keep editing. So
Give Ken more work. Give Ken more work.
Well, that brings us to the end of the episode here, guys. Next time is episodes 116 and 117 of the Garlic Jr. arc. We're almost done, and then it's on to Tenchi Muyo movie number 2. Remember, Daughter of Darkness, or also known as Midsummer's Eve. You've got about a month to watch that movie before our episode on it comes out, which we have already recorded, so we're not going to be asking for questions or anything. We love you, but I needed to record that one way in advance so that I could edit it and we weren't having to record during the holidays because of how things line up. So we love you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your moms, because we haven't forgotten about the moms, and we'll catch you matinator.
Bye.